action.
Victor Quadra trains up to 12 hours a day to prepare for national tournaments, and like other players in the field, he works hard to stay in top form.
But Victor is no ordinary athlete. He's a professional video game player. And these tournaments offer more than just fun and games, with hefty prize money and endorsements. And Victor's joining us now from Dallas to explain. Victor, I think you have one of those jobs that many people would envy. What's the best thing about being a professional game player?
Well, definitely one of the best things I like about it is traveling around the world, and I get to meet players from different scenes, because the way the internet is, we're often separated by geographic locations. So I'm used to playing with all the people in California, whereas I'm not used to seeing people in Sweden. So when I get to go to these events, I get a real good taste of all the gamers from all the different scenes, and I meet a lot of different people. It's a lot of fun.
I'm looking at a list of some of your titles. You're number 1 in some things, number 2 and 3 in others. What games do you excel in, and what do you like the most?
Well, currently we're playing Quake 3, which is the big game right now. What I like most about it, definitely the competition. I strive to be the best, just like anybody else in any other sport. And being able to play the top players from around the world is definitely a big thrill for me. And hopefully after this weekend, I'll prove to be the best.
Victor, one of the things that you're known for is making the transition from Quake 2 to Quake 3, which I guess is considered pretty hard. How did you do it?
Well, to be honest, I personally don't know, other than that I've always had kind of a knack for these kind of games. The transition at first was hard. I wasn't used to losing, as coming from Quake 2, I was kind of on top of the community, and after a while it took a little bit of a practice and just dedication, realizing, you know, it's a new game, and I have to pay my dues again and work my way to the top, and I'm just not going to be there. So hard work has paid off, no doubt.
Victor, before you get in the seat, do you sort of stretch, limber? Would you do something?
Well, actually, before games, to fight nerves, because there's money on the line, usually I just kind of close my eyes, lean back and collect my thoughts for a minute, and then just open them and just focus on the game and not worry about anything else that has happened. And one thing I definitely try to do is not think about the other player, because if you're not playing your best, that's not going to help your situation. So I just play my best, and and we'll see what happens basically after that. Yeah,
it sounds like a lot of athletes have that philosophy of just playing against themselves, really. Victor, what kind of money are we talking about here? Can you make a living doing this?
Yeah, absolutely. So far this year, I've made roughly $30,000.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not a bad living. Hopefully after this weekend, that'll be up to $55,000. But there's sponsorships involved and other things. So yeah, you can definitely make a living off it if you're good enough.
Do you feel like you're sort of working hand in tongue with Andy Grove? I mean, Intel wants everybody to eat up MIPS.
Excuse me?
Do you feel like you're a marketing adjunct of the chip companies? Intel wants people to eat up chip horsepower, and you're certainly doing it.
Well, who better to tell the general consumer of what's best on the computer market than a gamer who wants absolutely the optimum performance out of his PC? I don't know of any other person besides gamers that can tell you how to get every single frame out of a computer, or to make it operate its fastest. I mean, in my opinion, I generally don't buy things until another gamer tells me that it's a good product, and those are the people I trust to tell me that these things are the fastest things in the community.
Hey Victor, what's your professional opinion of the PlayStation 2, and have you been able to get one?
Not yet. I'm definitely planning on getting one, as I'm a big fan of console games and sports games, and I played some of the Madden 2001 game, and I thought that was a lot of fun. Looked really real. I think it's important that console systems are now getting internet capability, which I think is really cool, because hopefully we can link the two markets and get communication between console users and PC users.
All right, well, thanks very much for coming on the show, Victor. Very interesting perspective you have, and good luck on those tournaments. Victor Quadra.
Thank you.
That's